Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine, and let's go to the military map first. Actually there was no change for the front line, however there was a huge change for the Russian occupied Crimea. If you look at this peninsula, you'll see many of the Russian military airports across the island, and just recently they lost this airfield, Novofedorovka in Psyche city, and there were many of the Russian military airplanes based in that airport. And yesterday we got the information about the Belbek airfield attack. Belbek is here. Let me show you. Yes, it has just single runway, but it is very crowded by Russian planes. There are lots of them, mostly fighter jets, and it is very close to Sevastopol city, the main command center for the Russian Black Sea Marine Fleet. And just right now, then I'm recording this video, again we have the information about one more attack on Russian military airfields and bases, and it seems like Russia intercepts all of the rockets. Maybe they fire their own rockets and then intercept them in the airspace of Crimea. Who knows? Ukrainian defense said nothing about it. They just say to Russians, do not smoke near to ammunition depots and command centers and airfields. And probably it's the way Russia frightens their own people in Crimea, that they need to fight. They want to put arguments to fight in this war for Russian people. That's my thought. Yesterday we got this video published on many of the Telegram groups, and they say that it is Belbek airfield, and today we got the confirmation about some sort of fire in Belbek. However, it's just a minor fire compared to ammunition depot explosion that happened in Kursk and Belgorod recently the same night. So it is the ammunition explosion on Russian controlled territory near to Kursk, and you see it's total madness, huge space of the fire. This part of video was published yesterday showing the Russian air defense system in operation near to Sevastopol and Belbek airfield. So yesterday it was some sort of attack on Belbek airfield. Also Russia shuts down some of the rockets in Kerch, which is very close to the Kerch bridge. And also today we got some sort of attack on the same place near to Sevastopol. So far we don't know what is the place. And Yevpatory as well, some of the shots were reported. So far Psyche airfield demilitarized, and this ammunition boat near to Jankoy. For Ukraine the main targets should be, I think, Gvardeyska airfield, the biggest one, and also Belbek airfield. The aviation based in those airports are used to fight across the front lines in Ukraine, and obviously we're gonna do our best to demilitarize Russia in Ukraine, and Crimea obviously is Ukraine. Well, here we have also Kacha airfield. It's very close to me because I used to be in this place almost every summer. Yes, it is Russian military base, and it was a Russian military base for a very long time. So after Ukraine proclaimed its independence in 1991, this airfield was rented by Russian forces, by Russia. There was a time then we were not enemies with Russia, and also they rented this bay in Sevastopol, part of it, for the Russian Black Sea Marine Fleet. And what can I say? Probably it's better not to attack this place, because there are just search and rescue helicopters. Well, now I don't know what is there, all right? But before, like a few years ago, there were search and rescue helicopters, K-27, K-25, and also it is the base for BE-12 seaplanes that are used to find submarines in the Black Sea. Ukraine is out of submarines, so those airplanes are useless in this conflict. And obviously it is a military airfield, but without fighter jets and bombers, I didn't see a huge reason bombing this airfield for Ukrainian forces. There are also two of the airfields that we were not talking about, one in Jankoy and other one is here near to Krasnoselsk village. Well, I'm in lack of information about the airplane or helicopter types based in those airports. And let's look at this peninsula from strategic point of view. This is a very warm place for me because I was born there in Sevastopol. I used to spend all the summer time with my grandparents there, and yeah, we can actually draw the lines here dividing the island to the mountainous part, which is here, and this area is very flat and you can easily go through it without any obstacles. It is actually good for Ukrainian army because we can easily reach those territories that are flat, and go to 2 of directions at least, or maybe even 3, to Yevpatoria, to Sevastopol itself. We can go through it, and there are no any mountains on the way. And also we can go to the Kerch area, this one, and cut supplies for Russia. But the area here hasn't any kind of infrastructure. And if we speak about this south shore, my friends, there is no infrastructure for military as well. So those are just tourist places with tourist infrastructure, with lots of hotels and just camps, whatever. People used to go there for their vacations, and I'm not an exception. I went there many times, my friends. This is awesome looking territory. It seems like Antalya place if you were in Turkey, so very, very similar to that. Big mountains, a wonderful sea, and I hope this place will join Ukraine very, very soon. And this is the Sevastopol port itself, the main hub for Russian army. This is the bay, and there are many marine ships in this bay. It's very hard to attack it because we have some hills from both of the sides securing the area. So I don't know whether you can use the cruise missile to attack it. And Sevastopol itself is divided into 2 parts by this bay. So here's the major one with the city center, and here is the north part, Severny we call it. And I was baptized in this church. Kind of interesting form it has, and it has a wonderful park here, but also the graveyard. And this is the graveyard for the soldiers who lost their lives during the war for Crimea in 1853 up to 1856. The Russian Empire fought against the coalition of France, Great Britain and Ottoman Empire, nowadays Turkey. And they lost, Russian Empire lost that war for Sevastopol. And this graveyard, there are not only Russians there, there are also foreign graves. I saw it myself. And Belbek airfield is not far away. Here you can see the big runway, many aprons, and even now you can see there Russian fighter jets, lots of them in the area. This is the protected hangars we have. Yeah, now you can see those airplanes on Google Earth freely. Those are Sukhoi airplanes, like Su-27 type or maybe Su-34. I don't see any kind of helicopters. So basically they have 1, 2, 3 and 4 groups of the airplanes on different aprons. They split those airplanes all across the aprons because if there's going to be one big attack, they want some of the airplanes just survive it. And here, if we move to the shore, you can see the big cliff here. Sometimes it's up to 20 meters high. This difference, a nice beach over here, but we cannot use, in that case, Harpoon rockets to destroy this airfield because it has the obstacle in front, and Harpoon rocket flies very close to the water surface. For Saki airfield it was possible because the ground there is very flat. Here it's the natural obstacle to use Harpoon. And what is good about this airfield, that civilian buildings are quite far away, so I hope that this airfield will be demilitarized very soon, because Russia used those airplanes to fight on the front lines. They kill our people, they kill our soldiers, and I don't like it. And I just want to check out the second Fedorovka airfield that was destroyed recently, and Russia lost many planes. So those images are quite old, filmed before this war, and still we can see some of the Russian airplanes. We can identify even those are Sukhois Su-30, I think, and those are Su-24 tactical bombers. And also we can see here some of the Sukhois as well. And Russia put more planes on that airfield, and also we have those airplanes on remote parking stands. Yeah, most of them are bombers, tactical bombers, not strategic ones. Here we also have some of the planes, but those are Antonov 12s, transport airplanes, and I think they don't have the airworthiness already. My grandpa used to fly those, and here we have this Tupolev 134 that is used to carry the military command for Russian forces. And I just want to show you the shore, and it's very flat compared to Belbek airfield. So here water goes to the beautiful beach, no any cliffs, nothing, no hills, and it just goes straight to the runway and airfield itself. So I think that we could have used the Harpoon rockets or something like that to attack this airfield. The attack was successful, even though there are just two of the airplanes here and they're very close. So I think it was successful because of that. The ammunition depot, I think, is very close as well. It's somewhere here or here. Between those aprons. However, Russia may still use this airfield because the runway is still okay, and they may send the engineers to rebuild or repair the airfield, and they may send new airplanes to this area, but still we cause them severe losses there. And right now I'm just checking the Russian Telegram groups, and they confirm that there are some explosions in Sevastopol, around 8, some people say around 7, and they are just panicking because they didn't expect it. But as I say to you, it could be Russian air defense system in operation. Then one rocket intercepts the other one with explosion. It is very loud as well. It seems like we speak more about Crimea in this video, but we have a good news coming from United States. They will give Ukraine the military help for $775 million. So it includes the HIMARS rocket for the HIMARS system. We have 16 artilleries and 36,000 artillery shells, 15 Scan Eagle drones, 14 armored vehicles MRAPs, anti-radar rockets HARMS, those are very interesting, and as usual anti-tank rockets Javelins. My friends from United States, thank you a lot for paying your taxes to support Ukraine as well. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank to every one of you who supports Ukraine all across the world, and thank you as well for supporting my channel. My friends, if you like what I do, just press the like button. And also there are so many ways how you can support my channel. You can check out the video description. You may support me on Patreon, on Donatella, on PayPal, whichever you like. My friends who support me, thank you so much for your kind support. And as always, I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.